This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
My name's Elliot. I'm 27 years old. When I first moved to Las Vegas, I wanted to work in one of those nice Wolfgang Puck restaurants. I wanted to be like Anthony Bourdain. I wanted to be a great chef. Cooking was my passion, but heroin got in the way of that.
All right, I'm gonna go this way to use in the dumpster if you guys wanna film me.
Currently, I'm addicted to heroin, methamphetamine, and Xanax.
Elliot does steal to fund his addiction.
I just got these items from a store. I don't want to say how, but
I'm really good at stealing things. I haven't got caught since I was 20 years old.
Elliot has stolen from me on several occasions, broken into my house and taken tens of thousands of dollars in tools.
He has stolen my wedding ring.
He's gotten to the point where Elliot puts himself in dangerous situations every day.
He's been in jail, robbed, beaten up, overdosed in the hospital.
I watched Elliot overdose in front of me, heart stopped beating. It was terrifying. I thought he was gone.
Elliot was born in Bakersfield, California. He was a very happy baby.
Growing up with brothers, we grew up old school, fist fights, playing in the dirt.
It was tough looking after 4 boys.
One day she was happy, one day she was crying her eyes out.
Tanya had a very hard time handling the kids. She was diagnosed with postpartum depression. When Elliot was about 5 years old, Tanya and I divorced.
Growing up with Tanya, we struggled. We used to put ketchup in hot water with peppers, potato soup, just have something to eat. We were always hungry.
I couldn't make it financially.
When Elliot was 8 years old, it became apparent to me that Tanya was no longer capable of taking care of our children.
I wanted her to be a mom because she's my mom. I loved her. I wanted her to take me to all the things all the other kids did, you know?
Carrie already had 4 children of her own, so we put together a big house and a big family. They all love each other very much to this day.
I was supposed to be in that car. I was in love with this girl.
Elliot was very depressed, in a deep depression.
We all knew that Elliot was smoking weed, doing the usual, teenager stuff, but after his girlfriend had passed away, we all noticed that it went from 0 to 100.
Some of my friends wanted to get me high to forget. So they're like, Elliot, we got the thing for you. Her name's heroin. Come give her a try. Right then I knew I was addicted.
Elliot did very well. He bounced back really well.
He still had dreams and hopes, and I was very excited when he decided to further his cooking dreams.
When Elliot went to Cordon Bleu, I was hopeful for him.
Seemed like he was taking a step in the right direction to be sober and to start a career.
When I first moved out here, I called my brother up. He gave me a bedroom.
Elliot and all of our siblings looked up to Bryce.
Yeah, Bryce was everyone's hero.
He was our leader. He was the oldest.
They're best friends.
Elliot started out at a pretty well-known, world-famous restaurant.
everybody I knew, from my chef to the box boys, smoked weed, drank alcohol, did cocaine. Some of the cooks sold cocaine.
Bryce had struggled with heroin addiction as well. He was in recovery.
When Elliot was 26, Bryce had just gotten out of rehab.
Bryce and Elliot lived together and had a sobriety pact. They needed a support system, and each other was a good idea.
Elliot definitely tried staying clean, but about 7 months ago, something happened.
Last year, we got a call that changed our family.
None of us were the same. None of us still are the same.
My sister called me and she said, hey, Bryce got into an accident.
Our brother was coming back from Pahrump on his motorcycle.
So he was coming down a road and a car was coming into the lane he was in.
He hit the median and he flew off of his bike.
He was thrown from his motorcycle and landed on a metal cactus.
The ambulance driver said that he's never seen something so bad in his life. They said they had to physically hold him together at the scene.
They rushed him to surgery, and they put him under, and he never woke back up.
After Bryce's death, Elliot had confided in me that he and Bryce had used drugs together prior to Bryce's accident.
I believe Elliot took it the worst. He was with him that day, and I know they were using, and I know he feels directly responsible for it, even though it's not his fault.
He blamed himself what happened. I think Elliot overdosed the day of or the day after Bryce passed. I thought I was gonna lose him too.
I've overdosed 6 times since my brother died. One of those times was on purpose.
Whenever Elliot experiences a loss, he turns to drugs to numb the pain, I think.
Honey, we're gonna start our own business together. Can you guys stop filming, please?
We just got word that Elliot may have OD'd, and we're driving right now to see what's happening. There's the ambulance. You see the lights right there?
Oh, yeah.
It's right here. I think they got him in there. Follow the ambulance.
No, we're not going. We're not going. Elliot, we're not going, please. No, I want you to be seen first.
So stupid.
What is stupid?
Everything has fentanyl and stuff down.
Yeah, it's killing people. That's why you shouldn't take drugs from strangers and you need your own Xanax. Why don't you have your own Xanax?
A primary care physician cut me off because of all my overdoses.
Yeah, well then don't take it.
It was a very unhealthy atmosphere growing up. Tanya has a very, very toxic personality. Not a very good mother. She took us from our father when we were very young. When I was about 6 years old, Elliot was 5. My dad essentially went to work one day and came home and everything was gone. No warning, nothing. She had just up and left him and took all the kids. She got child support from my father, but used it all on herself, and we would go hungry.
No way.
Yeah.
And then how did you come about moving with your dad?
One day she decided that she was gonna walk us 300 miles in the dead of summer with no water, provisions to Bakersfield, California from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh, so you were living in Vegas?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna walk to your dad's? That was her plan?
She didn't have a plan.
And so she was walking you across
The desert on
desert?
the interstate on the shoulder of the road.
How far did you guys get?
5 or 6 miles. In the dead of summer, about 110 degrees outside.
Marshall or Habitat or something pulled up and was like, what the hell are you doing, lady?
And our sister Elena was about 6 months old in a stroller.
Yeah.
She's been in the mental hospital multiple times. And then she was diagnosed paranoid schizophrenic.
Okay. So what was Tanya's response after the highway incident?
Never happened.
She said it never happened.
Completely delusional.
That's interesting that there's no reality for her. That's really heartbreaking that she can't see that.
We always had to go to a food shelter.
We didn't go to a food shelter, we had
Mom,
food
we've
stamps.
been to
Because some of the stories that I got is that a meal would be ketchup with hot water. And
Oh my God, that is not true. That's about my grandma. That is never true. That never happened. We had freaking.
But that's their reality.
That's what they believe. That is not
That's
true.
their
We
perception.
literally, okay, that's their perception.
But they were old enough to remember.
Okay, they're literally just being ridiculous.
So what I was told is she walked down the highway
What
with
you were
us,
told?
and I was,
Well, who told you this? By who?
my brothers, they were there, and then
Okay.
she walked down the highway with me.
No, I didn't walk down the
and
highway.
I was in a stroller.
I was stupid. So,
So when you were walking, where were you planning on going?
I don't know. I just wanted to get away.
And walking from state
I
to
was
state.
not going to walk to Bakersfield. Obviously, I'm not going to walk to Bakersfield. So anyway, I went to the hospital, and Mike got the boys like he wanted.
How long did they keep you in
A
the
couple
hospital?
weeks, just a couple weeks. Yeah, and I got whatever.
The mental hospital?
Yes, and I had postpartum, Elena.
What did they diagnose you with?
I don't know.
My grandma said
Your
she was
grandma
diagnosed.
said?
That
Really?
she was diagnosed with narcissist and some other.
No, they never said that, Elena. You make it sound like I'm crazy, Elena. I had postpartum.
She talks like this to us all the time. We're just trying to have a
You're
discussion.
constantly talking and attacking me and bringing up my past and trying to drag me down in my past. I'm over.
What's up? How's everyone doing?
Hopefully it goes smooth.
All right, she just pulled up. It should be here in a minute.
Oh God.
What's up, man?
What's up, little brother?
The whole crew's here, huh?
Good to see you, man.
I
I love you.
This is exciting, huh?
So everyone's here today because they're worried about you and your addiction, and you already lost a brother, right?
Yeah.
And they're not ready to lose another one.
I need you to understand how much you mean to me and this big family of yours that loves you so much. I love you beyond words can describe. I really want you to know that you're anything but a burden to me and this family, and we all want you back into our arms, into our lives, and we love you with all of our hearts.
Love you, dude.
I love you so much.
I love you. And I don't want what happened to Bryce to happen to you.
And I'm also sorry for anything in the past that I've done that has negatively affected you. And I hope that we can change things for the better for the future.
Thank you.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too.
So Elliot, what do you want to do? You want to get in that car and head to Arizona?
Yeah. Don't want to lose my family, so it seems like the best option for me.
Thank you.
Walk into a cry fest.
We're proud of you.
Proud of you.
Hi, Pops.
All right, Elliot. Hey, man. I'm Randy.
Nice to meet you, man.
Buena Vista. Welcome.
Thank you.
Glad you're here.
I have been sober for 85 days. Emotionally, mentally, physically, I feel great. Without the drugs, it's crazy, man. It's like I'm experiencing life all over again. I feel like I have a lot of work to do. This is a lifelong thing of maintenance.
Where are you working again? I forgot.
I'm working at a restaurant again. I'm cooking again.
Nice. Yeah, dude, I'm really proud of you, man.
Thank you.
Bryce would be proud of you if he was here, for sure.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think about him a lot, man. And he's a big part of like why I've been pushing myself so hard.